Suppose the project was to be completed in 300 days, but if these activities are delayed in some or the other sense, it may go to 400 days. So 100 days delayed will lead to a project closure. So here comes the most important part of time management, and that's why we need to understand time management and its methods in detail. Yes, friends. So next phase involved in effective time management is we have to develop a schedule, a detailed schedule. So friends, scheduling is basically we are joining the dots. Joining the dots activities to get the work done more efficiently and smoothly. So how to develop a detailed schedule? So different methods are involved. So first method is we have to do a critical path. We have to follow a critical path method. So what is this? So let's take an example. Example in the sense we are in our project only construction of building. There are sequence of activities: excavation, piling, footing, plane, beam, slab, etc. So we have to join these dots for getting the work done effectively. Like excavation is first step, then footing is step second, then piling is third. So it's like A will start after B, B will start after C. So an sequence of activities is created. Which leads to an output, which we call as a project completion. In our case, is construction of the building. So what is critical path? So as the word says critical, the critical means those activities which are highly sensitive in nature, and delay in those activities will impact the overall timeline of the project. Like if I say construction of the beams and slab is a major activity, so we have estimated suppose 20 days, and that activity is delayed by 10 days more. So that is the most critical activity which was scheduled to be done in the particular time, but it has been delayed. So it will impact the overall project. So that is the critical activities we have to determine. And the critical path method is the path which has the maximum number of critical activities. Like suppose the project was to be completed in 300 days, but if these activities are delayed in some or the other sense, it may go to 400 days. So 100 days delayed will lead to a project closure. So here comes the most important part of time management, and that's why we need to understand time management and its methods in detail. Yes, friends. So this is about CPM, critical path management. So next thing is the resource leveling part. Like for example, excavation is there, we require 10 men. For a plain beam we require 10 men, right? So but due to the scheduled timeline, it may happen that excavation needs to be done in short timeline. So instead of 10 men we require 15 men or 20 men. So it's called as resource over allocation, where instead of 10 we are doing 20 men for a particular work. Now what will happen if excavation is given so much of importance, then the rest of the activities like footing will delay. Like instead of 10 men there are only 5 men working. So instead of 10 days, it will take 20 days. So that 20 days will affect the project. Remember, if it's not a critical activity we can delay, but if it's a critical activity we can't delay it. So in this sense we have to level the resource. Like in excavation, although the time is squeezed, we require 10 men to work upon it. We have to plan accordingly. So 10 instead of 10 we can give them 12, and we can do a particular time of overtime to the men workers, 2 to 3 hours a day overtime. So in this way the resource whatever assigned to a particular task will remain the same, and we will see a smooth resource leveling in each and every case. So this is most important for time management. Yes friends. So this is one of the methods. The second method is called as what if analysis. Like particular what will happen in our case if we delay suppose footing activity by 10 days, what will happen? So that what if analysis need to be done while scheduling, as it impact the dots in the project and also impact the time. And here we are going to do effective time management. So we need to consider this. So this is about developing a schedule. The next thing is we have to control. Next phase is we have to control the schedule. Right friends, whatever we have planned in detail, dotting dots we have joined, we have to control it. Like for example, in a project, change request will come, that the client would say instead of this much area, I require more area. So if more area is there, more facilities are there. So that thing would require more number of days. Instead of 10 days example, it will take 15 days. So that delay we have to consider. Changes in the project form the most drastic impact on the time. So we need to consider the change requests for controlling the time management. Yes friends. Then we have to also consider earned value management. Most crucial, like what is the efficiency of the project in terms of cost and schedule? Are we lagging? Are we leading? What is the variance involved in the project? Each and every activities, how will it impact the project? So that earned value management needs to be done in depth for the same. Yes friends.